Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is KB Worth Saving 101, and I'm KB, Kim Baker. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome. I'm a lifetime thrifter turned reseller. I currently resell on Poshmark, Mercari, Thredup. I also send lots of boxes into a Thredup. So if you are interested in reseller tips, tricks, lots of haul videos, and then do me a favor and consider hitting that subscribe button down below because it will really help me out. All right, guys, today is a Thredup Tuesday, and let's get down to some nitty-gritty. If you've not ever heard of Thredup, Thredup is the largest secondhand reselling site on the internet. If you have used clothing items or new with tags, items you don't want, as long as they're women's, children's, shoes, purses, you can box up your items by ordering a clean out kit and sending them in to Thredup. Thredup then goes through and takes your pictures, pictures of your items, lists your items, sells your items, and sends your items. Your selling time happens to be 60 to 90 days, depending upon what brand it is. Mall brands get 60 days, higher end items get 90 days. There is a bit of a process to Thredup. If you haven't watched my Thredup videos, I do one every Tuesday. Go back and check out some of the others. But I'm just gonna kind of talk to you guys about this because I've seen some posts on Instagram where they're like, I need my Thredup bags now. I need money. I'm like, okay, wait. Personally, in my own view, Thredup is not a get money fast kind of site. Once you send in your kit, guys, you have a week to who knows how long until it actually arrives. If you're sending in a kit, do yourself a favor. Take it to a FedEx. Have it weighed and get a receipt. Having all documentation is highly important when dealing with Thredup. But I've had boxes, and most of the time they arrive in 2 days because I live close to the warehouse. I live just outside of Phoenix. So anyway, yeah, they usually get there very quickly. I have personally mailed off 2 boxes at the same exact time, and one got there within 2 days. The other one, it took 2 weeks. So there, you've got that time. Then they process your bag. They have, if you pay for expediting, 7 days to process it once they receive it. If you didn't pay for expediting, it could be 15 weeks, if not longer. Okay, guys? After that process, you then go through, if an item sells, that item has to be mailed to the client. Usually takes about a week. Once the client has it in their possession, they have 14 days to return it to Thredup. You will not receive a payout until 15 days after the person has received the item. So if you're thinking that this is a very quick kind of, I'm getting my cash and turning it over for your inventory, it's not necessarily true. Okay? Thredup isn't for everybody. Okay? Right now, I know people can't get bags and they're frustrated, or they can't get print off labels. And I don't know why. Honestly, I don't. I know that there are always issues with, like I said, get your receipt and how much your box weighs. Somebody just posted that Thredup accepted their entire kit, which was only 4 items, and they claim that they mailed a bunch of high-end other items besides the 4 pairs of shoes they received. Yeah. Now, if you are dropping it off or having USPS pick up your box, there's more hands touching it. You have no receipt for it. It then has to go to FedEx in order to get shipped. It's going to then take even longer, and you don't know what's going to happen with your box. To be honest, you never know what's going to happen. like I said, drop it off, get them weighed, get the receipt. I'd like to do 2 boxes at a time so that I can reclaim items 2 times and save money on that. The other thing you have to take in consideration is you're paying out sometimes to have your items listed. First off, if you want your items back, which I always want my items back, I am working on trying to get a box together that I'm not going to ask for them back, but it's kind of hard to do. I like all my items. But anyway, $10.99 to get your items back. And they have rejected new with tags. So don't assume that, yeah, they're going to take it just because it's new with tags, because I've had that happen. I've never had a kit that is 100% accepted. There have been people who have kits that are 100% accepted. If your kit's 100% accepted, then you don't have to pay that $10.99. Or if you don't want your items back, you don't have to pay your $10.99. And that $10.99 is only for the items they reject. It has absolutely nothing to do with the items that haven't sold. If items haven't sold, you have to reclaim them. If you don't reclaim them, they are the property of Thredup. When you reclaim them, you have to have them shipped back to you. You will have to pay shipping if you do not have reward points or have made a $79 purchase, but there's more fees. If you want your box processed quickly, it's $16.99 for your box to be processed within 7 days. All right. With that said, are there people making money with Thredup? Yes. And just like any other platform, the more items you have to sell, the more items you are selling, the more money you are making. My game has been very on the slow side. All right. I'm being totally honest with you. I was sending in a box here and there. Now I currently am sending in 2 boxes a month that are expedited. And I have now added in 2 boxes a month that are non-expedited. And I might go through and add even more to my game. When you do that, it does get very confusing. And I'm going to go over some tips I have for you. And then we'll go to the computer and you can see my sales and I had a box arrive, so how to mark up and all that good stuff. So rolling into the fact that, yeah, all right, I had a box that went active today, or yeah, went and got processed today. I don't like computers, guys. Handwritten. When I go through, I do an inventory. I send a Xerox copy in the box with them. You know what? I know what I have, but I want them to know that I know what's in that box. Next, when I go through, after I've marked up my prices, I then go through and highlight everything they accepted. This particular box, I sent in 45 items, and they accepted 35. So there's 10 items that weren't accepted. And yes, I want them back. Anyway, from there, I will also go through, of course, I'm writing down if it's return and expedited, because you can keep track of your fees. And when you do your taxes, your fees, your selling fees, they're like write-offs. So keep track of that dollar amount too. I also put the dollar amount in which I could first list it at. So that way, if I'm going to do a sale and I can mark an item down, I know exactly how far I've probably marked it down to, because once you change your price, you don't know what the original was. But yeah, so I mark the items up as high as they can possibly go, and then I write them down along the side over here. All right. From there, when I go through and retrieve my items, the last time I retrieved items, I had 4 different boxes that I retrieved items from. They come all together. I had 2 different boxes that arrived, but everything's mixed up. If you order something, it's going to come in those boxes too. It's going to be mixed up. The hardest part is checking everything in. So what I do is, when it's time for me to reclaim this particular box and some items, I will pull out this sheet again. I will take another highlighted color and I will go through and mark what items will be coming back. And that way I have this to keep track of. I do that as I'm going to claim them so that it makes it easier, because you're claiming it from your kit. No matter how you do it, whether you do it on your phone or whether you do it on the computer site, you're going to be claiming it, and it's coming from a specific kit. So I'm doing that. Now, from there, it turns into an order when you reclaim items, and then it's in your orders. So what I am doing is I am actually printing off the orders that I receive. And so these are all the items that I reclaimed. And here's the 2 different shipments. Okay. And it's cute because, of course, they have the little colored, and I even did it in a color. But now when my boxes get here, I can actually go through off of this and make sure every item is here, along with checking it into my actual kits. Okay. The other thing, if I am going to just pack all of these items right back up and send them right back in, I then don't have to do anything. For instance, though, like I am not going to send in this Editions by Chico jacket. So in all actuality, I will just cross that off. But when I get done and I pack up, you know, these items and these items into one box, I already have my sheet ready to go. They actually have the photographs of what they are. Probably looks a lot more professional than how I was originally doing it. But if there was any that I'm going to add, then of course I'm going to have them handwritten on the second sheet, whatever, and just handwrite the items that are not part of this and put them down there. So that way it makes it easier for me to rebox up, because there are a lot of items that I will resend back in. There are tons of people that check in the boxes. I think there's like 500 or something. And so what one person accepts isn't necessarily what the other person is going to accept or reject. So I will send in items more than once, usually, as long as I feel the dollar amount is what I want as a payout. Now, let's talk about how people are utilizing Thredup. Some people are utilizing Thredup to get rid of stale inventory. It's a great way to do that. Sometimes items will sit and it's just not the right selling platform. There's a ton more eyes. Personally, I don't do that. I found it way too confusing for me. But when I did, what I would do is if I pulled something from my Poshmark closet, I would put it not for sale. So I would change it to not for sale. I would heart the item so that I could find it, so that when it came back, I could go ahead and reactivate that listing. And now you can just go through and relist, which is fantastic. And it's like brand new, and there you go. So if you've got stale inventory you want to get rid of, some people use it as their only selling platform. And like I said, they make a lot of money. My boxes probably make about $100 each box. And that's with the majority of them having the fees taken out. And usually it's only a couple items that have sold. And most of the time I've only paid $1 per couple items. So for every $5 on the items I spent, I'm making 100. It's definitely well worth my time and energy to send my items in. And people who are doing just Thredup, they're sending in multiple boxes. They're talking 10 a month, okay? Some are trying to do 10 a week. Some are trying to do a box a day. So it all depends on how Thredup fits into your business platform. I will be upping my game. I will be trying to make more because yes, I am making money. I kind of held back seeing how the economy was going to do. We had the new changes with the payout as far as you had to pay out for your 1099 and the 16. So I'm rolling and adjusting and going, yeah, now I'm okay. I think I'll go ahead and send some more stuff in and get my listings to have a lot more. And by doing so, I will have a lot more sales. By me having a lot more sales on Thredup, along with my other seller platforms, I will be making more money. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. Those are some things and tips on reclaiming. Now we'll just go to the computer. I'll show you. I actually have a box that's checked in. I will try to edit it. I'm really sorry, guys. I got a little carried away. I got 35 items, and I always get so nervous, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I better mark them all up now. So I did in the video, and I'm hoping that I can edit it, but I don't know if I can. If not, just fast forward and get to the next part. I do apologize, but I am not a tech savvy girl. You get what you get when you get me. Let's see, but I did have 4 sales, so go take a peek and see what you think. Otherwise, until next time, guys. Okay, so here we are at the home page, and let's see. We'll start off by how I normally do. I like my favorites. Click all, not just available. They have changed the look of this a little bit, and I hate to say this, but I don't like it on the computer, but I never actually utilized this for computer reasons. I used it for my phone app. So this, if you just use the computer for Thredup, hearting your items may not any longer do you any kind of good, because we're going to go through my alls. I have 4 sales, and see, here's one. You can no longer just look really quickly. Your solds are now just so hard to find that I think that's a pain in the butt. Okay, so you can see that, but this does come in handy if you're trying to figure out if it was pulled for a goodie bag or not. The other way you find out, see, there's another sold, is if for some reason you get paid out like the very next day because they shipped it. That is also a tall tale sign that it was pulled for a goodie bag, because you don't have to wait those 14 days. And there's my other sold. Okay, and even I believe the ones that are in the cart are just as small, which, like I said, I like to use my app. They've changed the look of this. To me, it's almost now useless for the computer. And I'm just going to show you if I can find, here it is. See, they're just really small. Before it actually had like a nice big red sign through it. So there you go. They've changed the look of it. I have had 4 sales, so which is fantastic. If they show up here, these are all customer purchases. So it's going to take what, at least a week maybe to be shipped and received, and then another 14 days they have after they receive the item to return it before I will ever get a payout. And if it's returned, you don't get a payout. Okay. Now I had a box that just processed, so we're going to go up to, this is your like account information. You can see rewards, and I'm going to right click. We're going to open a new tab. We're going to go on to the good old boxes because I've had one processed. Hello. Here we go. So again, you can see the lifetime earnings, how many items are selling currently, how many items have sold, the number of kits I've had in. So this one is processed, this is newly processed. So I'm going to open in another tab. I'm going to go here, and this one was expedited and also has return assurance. So I'm in the hole for $26.99 until items start selling. First thing you do once you receive your email is you mark them up. Now I like to go through and add a 9. So it tells me $85.99, so I can mark it to $84.99. So I'll just back it up and I'll put an 8, press save, and on to the next one. And I just click in the middle. 9.56. Oh, let's see. Do save. Okay. And I just go down the line, adding a 9 and looking. 70. Wow, they've lowered. I'm going to tell you guys that I really feel that they have lowered their prices because they know we're marking them up. That's my own personal opinion. So yeah. Okay, this one can mark up to 199. So I'll mark it up to. I find it interesting that sometimes when the prices are higher and you put in, like I just put a 7 in, let's save it as 7. Oh, it did. A lot of times mine have gone back to 9, even though I put it there. Left of center, $8.99. Look at 61-cent payout. Heck no. 23. I will be reclaiming this item. That thing is really pretty, and $23. No. Personally, 408. This is the one thing that does drive me crazy, guys. Sometimes they don't really value your items. So 56. There we go. $9.75. $9.94. Calvin Klein. I know I'm going to be upset about this one. $47.99. It's all right. That one's okay. $9.238. Gotta love that one. Save. $9.58. Whatever. $9.55. Save. So you have a 12-hour window here. What happens is, and you should go through and check. After I mark up all the items, I will go through and look to see if they have mismarked any items. But my first and primary is, so that I don't miss this window, I mark everything up. Okay, 70. And then I will look and I will heart my items. You can also advertise your items. $94.99. Sorry guys, I know this is really boring. But it also shows you like some of the price points. So if you haven't sent items in, you can see $63.99. And I should have looked to see how many items they actually accepted and how many items I had actually in there. Let's see, $9.85. But I just started the video and thought, oh, let's just get this done and over with. 63. And a lot of these items will be the first time I've sent in that particular brand. 94. Oh, this better go for high because this is just, it's gorgeous. 58. I'll pull that one too, probably. I don't know. It's just beyond gorgeous, and I think I could get more money than, because odds are somebody's going to use a 20% coupon, and I'm not going to get a $20.88 payout, and I most likely would make more than that on my selling site. So that's how I determine if I really want to send it in. 102. Oh yes, let's take that. We like that one. Save. $63. $9. $197. They really did accept quite a few of these items. So I'm sorry it's taking a while for me to do this. Hopefully you can just fast forward $42.99. That one really kind of stinks. But that's okay. They actually had rejected that dress prior, and I resent it in. 35. Oh, this one really sucks. Okay, well that's fine though. It's not necessarily a brand I have personally had flying out of my. So some of these are just like testers to see how well they do. 58. $9.99. Yeah, like you're going to pay me 75 cents. Not. 13. All right, see this one, definitely not worth me sending in. So I will take note. And a lot of the sleeveless aren't. $13.99, no. Save. I'm going to reclaim that the second that I can. That's ridiculous to me, personally, guys. So sorry. Don't want my shit in. Ooh. Stuff in there and not get paid good money. So let's see, 78. Jeez, maybe I had 100%. Wouldn't that be just awesome? If you do have 100% acceptance, guess what? $9.99. An H&M long sleeve. Okay. Yeah, this one will come back to me too. Okay. Because yeah. Not having it. 94. Now anything that's below $100, I never mark it down, guys. So sorry, not happening. Let's see, 9, 113. So on my higher end items, I will mark them down. But once they hit below 100, I can always reclaim them. And I will go through and resend them back in. I don't need to be making pennies on my stuff. And yeah, I refuse to. Okay, wait. Heads up, increasing. All right, let's try this. Wow. Okay, guys. I am so freaking glad I just sent that thing in. Holy Toledo. Okay. Super ecstatic about that one. Can you tell? That was a surprise. Okay, so let's see. 115. Ooh, 1115. All right, well, you know, I should have wrote down 115. What the heck they had it originally. Sorry, guys. I should have. I got a little excited there. But I'm going to go ahead and I have never heard of that brand. And I almost put that item back. So, yeah, rock that one right on. 181. Awesome. Go J Crew. I think they accepted my whole box. Oops. I didn't get that right. 5. Okay. All right, well, let's do. There we go. I wouldn't let me do it for some reason. And you got to pay attention to those. Okay, let's see. 947. Okay, so you go. Save. Now, if you guys were paying attention, and like I wasn't, because I obviously am not enough coffee yet this morning. I go back up to the top. Holy Toledo, yes, that's a lot of items, which is fantastic. I have 35, which, no, I think I have a few more maybe. So I might still have some items coming back. Usually my boxes are about 35 to 53 is the highest amount of that I have put into a box. So yeah, 53 items is the max so far I've gotten into a 30-pound box. So there you go. I now have a possibility of making $2,351 on this. I will actually be pulling some of these items that are not like this one. You know, I can make more money on my sites. And that's how I do my particular thing, guys. All right. Now, this is I'm not going to do this all, so you don't have to. I should have just stopped, but I'm going to show you. Let's see, we're going to open in another tab. I'll do one for you. So I'm going to go here, and I can go to, there's my favorite. So now if it sells, I can find it when it finally is active. So usually I'll do this after my box has gone active. You'll have a pin up here, and I'll show you in another box, and you can share your items if you so desire. Okay, so I hearted that one. I'll heart all of my other later. All right, so I'm going to go back to my selling. We now have that box marked up. Put another link. Another link. Another link. So I've been sending in only 2 boxes expedited a month and 2 boxes, well, I just started that, non-expedited. So my goal is to start having so much in there that I don't ever have to send them expedited, and I don't have to pay that $16.99 because, you know, every bit of this does cut into your profits. And yes, you know, you can write off your fees. Those would be selling fees. So anyway, let's go on to, oops, the kits. Okay. Here we go. I've got 27.59. So this is a recently new and active. You can see I put in a bunch of different ones. To reclaim, you just hit this button and add it to your cart in case you haven't seen that video before. I do have lots of videos, guys. So what I'm doing now is checking out. So this item was this week. So everybody's like, oh, fast money for Thredup. It's not. 10/5. I will be getting paid out on what? I don't think it was last week. Maybe it was the week before. 2 weeks ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago. Yes, of course it's 2 weeks. It's 14 days, Kim. What are you kidding? So this one, 27.73. Great. I'll get that payout when it's been delivered and after that thing. But that's this week's sold, which is awesome. Next box. Again, 51.21. So as I have 2 boxes that go in with maybe 30 to 50 items, I have usually 2 boxes that are expiring with 30 to 50 items, and it's easy just to turn them around. This week, it was this Banana Republic cords. Here you can always check. So like this is when my return window is for this one. So tomorrow I should be getting my 46.10 if it is not returned. This one, you can also over your little question marks, and you can see what it actually sold for, your percentage, and what the payout. So there you go, but this one was from this week, so yay. We can scroll on down. Now, also, see like this one, I had absolutely nothing happening as far as those are from the old Lux labels, guys. So, and some of them have done very well and some of them haven't. Okay, so this one and this one are both from this week, which is great. This box will be making, you know, I think about my average is about $100 a box. So if you think I'm only sending in 2 boxes and I'm making about $100 a box, you know, and it all depends though. You know, you send in, there's people sending in 10 boxes a month, and if they're sending 10 boxes in a month and they're making 100 on each box, yes, your dollar amount's going to be more, just like any other platform. So again, you can look over this. So I got 15.81, so they used a coupon, okay? Here, don't ask me why. It must be, I don't know why. I get paid out more. So that one says 50. On the actual things, it all said 55, but you can see that it didn't really sell for 55. But anyway, so those are my solds. Okay, so you can see where, yes, boxes are making profits, but the less you pay out, the more it's going to be. Okay, so this one, next week a payout potentially, and I love sending in formal dresses because they really do pay out nicely. Down. Okay, 10-4, a couple more days. That should be a good payout. And let's see, 9-15. Oh, that was my payout. So there you go, 60. And that's the only items that sold in this one. And look, I only have 11. I have 13. All right, so here we go. Let's drop our prices. We'll go ahead. I'm just gonna save. There's 47 likes on those darn shoes. Okay, anything that's over, okay, I will drop it one more time. 97, save. Oh, here we go. And on some of these items, like my Escada or whatever, I might send them in one more time, or I might consider sending them into reel-to-reel. But first I have to investigate what they would be selling for. So again, I'm just marking these prices down because this box doesn't have a lot of time. But once it's below $100, guys, sorry, I'm going to reclaim it and I'm going to resell it. Okay, again, I'm at 13. Let's see, is there anything on here? Oh, 257. Okay, well, why not? I'm feeling generous today. You know, I really don't want to. This one still has 45 days. This was sold and then returned, and it is new with tags. So hopefully that one will sell again, because if it sells again, it will automatically pay me out. All right, so anything over $100. No, 107. Oops. There we go. Okay. Now, anything you've marked down 10% or more will, and this one, look, 60 days. It has never sold. It's never gone anywhere. I still have 60 days because it's in somebody's cart every day. Okay. Yeah. Thredup will keep that one forever. I'll have to reclaim it. That box will never be closed. Who knows? All right. So here, this box, I have longer. I still have 63 days. And so, yeah, I'm not even to the point where I'm considering dropping these prices. So I can just scroll down and see items I've already had for a payout. So I've already been paid out, but this box still has plenty of time. All right. So there you go. There's the sales. We've now shown you a market up. And yeah. Oh, I was going to, oh, wait, here is another one. Okay, another box, 33. We have plenty of days on this one, 63 days. So at 60 days, it'll have been 30 days. So I might consider dropping some on that one. Let's go down to the bottom one here. I have 2 pending sales. Okay, so sometime this weekend, tomorrow, yay, gotta love that. Now, I did tell you I was going to show you how to advertise. Let's see, let's find a nice expensive item. Where's my expensive item I was just looking at? Here we are. All right, I'm going to right click and I'm going to open a new tab, unless they've changed this. Go through. Oh, look, it's not there. There used to be. I thought it was just because it wasn't active. There used to be a thing here where you could go through and promote it to Pinterest. Looks like it is disappeared. So I guess we can't advertise our stuff anymore. Not only that, but you could also tweet it after you pinned it. So I find that interesting. There you go. There's an update. Just realized we'll be able to do that with this box. But hopefully I've answered your questions. Let me know what you think. And until next week, guys.